The other thing is that the object was relatively big, possibly tens of kilometers, the size of Manhattan Island.
A cosmic intruder, designated 3I Atlas, was speeding toward its closest approach to our Sun, defying every expectation. But as the world's most powerful telescopes locked onto this anomaly, something truly impossible happened. One by one, then all at once, these colossal machines, engineered for the deepest reaches of space, suffered an instantaneous and total shutdown. Not a flicker, not a warning, just an abrupt, chilling silence across all observation posts. This wasn't a malfunction, but a bewildering, synchronized event that cut humanity off from its most mysterious visitor. What could be so threatening that it forced our eyes from the sky? The secret of 3I Atlas is about to be revealed. The blinding silence, when the telescopes went dark. You see, the massive Gran Telescopio Canarias in Spain, a beast of an instrument on the Canary Islands, suddenly reported a critical system failure. Not a typical error code, but a complete cessation of power to its primary optics and tracking systems. Technicians scrambled, but there was no explanation, no power surge, no external interference. The data stream simply flatlined. Within mere seconds, thousands of miles away, the Subaru telescope atop Mauna Kea in Hawaii, with its impressive 27-foot primary mirror, experienced an identical, instantaneous shutdown. Its complex array of sensors, designed to capture the faintest whispers from the universe, blinked out. The thing nobody tells you is that this wasn't an isolated incident. Across continents, from the colossal dishes of the Atacama Large Millimeter/Submillimeter Array, ALMA in Chile, to the Hubble Space Telescope orbiting high above Earth, the pattern was chillingly consistent. Every telescope, every instrument, every single piece of advanced technology focused on 3I Atlas went dark. Instantly. To put it mildly, the scientific community was thrown into a state of bewildered chaos. Reports flooded in from institutions like the European Southern Observatory and the National Optical Infrared Astronomy Research Laboratory. Not only did primary imaging systems fail, but secondary systems, backup power, and even diagnostic tools showed complete unresponsiveness. It was as if an invisible switch had been flipped, cutting off all lines of sight to the interstellar visitor. Many people are crazy about uncovering cosmic secrets, but this was a secret that seemed to actively resist being seen. The sheer scope of the synchronized failure was unprecedented. 1, 2, 3 major observatories going offline could be a fluke, a technical cascade, perhaps even a sophisticated cyber attack. But dozens, across independent networks and different national infrastructures, all at the exact same moment, all targeting the same object, that suggested something far more profound, something truly out of this world. The most shocking fact is that no preceding anomalies were detected. No solar flares, no geomagnetic storms, no known cosmic interference that could explain such a widespread, instantaneous blackout. 1 minute, gigabytes of data were streaming in. The next, nothing but static and error messages. Imagine the sheer processing power, the millions of lines of code, the complex mechanical and optical engineering, all rendered inert simultaneously. It suggested an external force, not just powerful enough to disrupt technology, but precise enough to target only the instruments observing 3I Atlas. This was not random. This was focused. And you can see this everywhere, that when something defies all conventional explanation, speculation runs wild. Was it a new kind of energetic emission from 3I Atlas itself? A previously unknown form of electromagnetic pulse, perhaps? Or something even more incredible, a deliberate act to prevent observation? The mystery surrounding 3I Atlas had just deepened beyond comprehension. Astronomers were left with no images, no spectra, and no further data on the object that had just, quite literally, blinded them. The silence was deafening, a terrifying vacuum in the heart of cosmic discovery. The implications were staggering. If an object could actively defend itself from observation, what else was it capable of? The chilling thought settled over every control room. Something out there, something utterly unknown, had just sent a very clear message. This was only the beginning of 3I Atlas's bizarre story. What it had been doing before the shutdown was already raising alarms. A cosmic anomaly. Even before the global blackout, 3I Atlas was already rewriting the cosmic rulebook. This wasn't your average space rock. It was an interstellar object, a traveler from beyond our solar system, making its brief, dramatic appearance. When it was first spotted speeding into our system at an incredible 45 miles per second, or about 162,000 miles per hour, astronomers knew they had a rare find. Most comets from our own system move at a fraction of that speed, typically around 6 to 30 miles per second. This object wasn't just fast, it was on an entirely different trajectory, a rogue wanderer from potentially hundreds or thousands of light years away. It had been traveling through the cold, dark emptiness of interstellar space for possibly 1 billion years before stumbling into our sun's gravitational embrace. But not all things are what they seem with 3I Atlas. As it drew closer to the sun, within a mere 186 million miles, that's roughly 2 astronomical units, or twice the distance between the Earth and the sun, its behavior grew increasingly strange. Comets typically brighten as they approach the sun, their frozen gases warming and sublimating, creating a glowing coma and often a tail. However, 3I Atlas defied these expectations with a rapid brightening that was far beyond what scientists anticipated, based on its size and composition. It quickly jumped from a faint, barely visible magnitude to a surprisingly bright magnitude 12. To put that in perspective, a magnitude decrease of 1 means an object is 2.5 times brighter. So, a jump from 16 to 12, for instance, means it became many, many times brighter in a short span. This unexpected luminosity wasn't just a slight deviation, it was a clear signal that something unusual was happening within the object itself. Then came the baffling visual evidence, images captured by resilient backyard telescopes before the mass shutdown revealed 3I Atlas sporting a distinct, eerie green glow. You see, this green color in comets is usually caused by the presence of a molecule called dicarbon, or C2, which glows when exposed to sunlight. However, initial data on 3I Atlas hadn't suggested a high abundance of C2. This meant either its composition was changing rapidly as it heated up, or there was a new, unknown chemical process unfolding within this interstellar visitor. The green light seemed to pulse from its coma, the cloud of gas and dust surrounding its nucleus. What many overlooked is that this wasn't just a pretty light show. It hinted at a highly volatile and dynamic interior, unlike anything seen in a typical solar system comet. And then there was the tail, or rather, the anti-tail. Most comets develop a tail that stretches away from the sun, pushed by the solar wind and radiation pressure. But some observations of 3I Atlas seem to show a tail-like extension pointing towards the sun. This anti-tail phenomenon is extremely rare and usually indicates dust particles that are unusually large or ejected at very low velocities, appearing to lead the comet as it moves away from the sun. However, 3I Atlas was still approaching the sun, making this observation even more perplexing. It was as if the object was ejecting material in the wrong direction, defying the very physics that govern cometary behavior. The thing nobody tells you is that such anomalies are not just curiosities. They are screaming indicators that our models and understanding are incomplete when it comes to objects like 3I Atlas. The most shocking fact is that these unusual characteristics, from the inexplicable brightening to the bizarre green glow and anti-tail, were observed before the telescopes went silent, building a case that this was no ordinary space rock. The mystery only deepened with each passing day. As 3I Atlas continued its strange dance, the global telescope shutdown simply cemented the fact that we were dealing with an enigma that played by its own rules. But where did such a peculiar object even come from? Secrets of the deep. 3I Atlas isn't the first interstellar object to pass through our solar system, but it might be the strangest. Its arrival marks only the third confirmed visitor from beyond our sun's gravitational pull. You see, before 3I Atlas, there was Oumuamua in 2017, and then Borisov in 2019. Each brought its own set of puzzles, But 3I Atlas takes the prize for sheer cosmic weirdness. The thing nobody tells you is that these objects are extremely rare, making 3I Atlas a truly monumental discovery, especially given its alarming behavior. Oumuamua, the first interstellar object discovered, was a true oddball. It was shaped like a long cigar, estimated to be about 1/4 of a mile long, and it didn't show any signs of cometary activity, meaning no glowing coma or tail. It simply tumbled through space, appearing more like a fast asteroid than a comet. Scientists were baffled by its shape and its seemingly dry, rocky nature, given its interstellar origin. Many people are crazy about theories that it could have been an alien probe, though most scientists agree it was likely a natural, if peculiar, object. Its brief visit left more questions than answers, as it quickly sped out of our solar system, never to be seen again. Then came 2I Borisov, which, to put it mildly, was much more like a traditional comet. It was the first active interstellar comet ever observed, meaning it developed a clear coma and tail as it approached the Sun. While Borisov behaved largely as expected for a comet, its composition suggested a different chemical makeup than our solar system's comets, hinting at its distant origins. It was a fascinating glimpse into the chemistry of another star system, a cosmic messenger carrying samples from an alien stellar neighborhood. It gave us a baseline, a normal interstellar comet against which to compare future discoveries. But 3I Atlas shatters that baseline. It's not a dry asteroid like Oumuamua, nor a textbook comet like Borisov. It displays properties of both, yet it also exhibits completely new and inexplicable characteristics. The most shocking fact is its ability to defy expectations on multiple fronts. Its rapid brightening, its strange green glow, its potential anti-tail, and of course the unprecedented global telescope shutdown it seemingly triggered. This means 3I Atlas doesn't fit neatly into any category. Is it a comet from another solar system that somehow evolved differently? Is it a fragment of an exploded planet from a distant star? Or is it something else entirely? Something so fundamentally different that our current scientific understanding simply cannot grasp it? These interstellar travelers are invaluable to science because they offer direct evidence of the formation and evolution of other star systems. They are cosmic fossils, billions of years old, carrying secrets from places we can only dream of visiting. What many overlooked is that each one is a puzzle piece, and 3I Atlas is the piece that just turned the entire picture upside down. Its journey across such immense cosmic distances, through different clouds of gas and dust, would have sculpted its very being, possibly giving it properties unlike anything born in our own stellar nursery. The arrival of 3I Atlas has pushed the boundaries of our cosmic understanding, forcing us to consider possibilities previously confined to science fiction. But what if there's more to this object than meets the eye? Or rather, doesn't meet the eye? Beyond simple rock and ice, the perplexing behavior of 3I Atlas, culminating in the inexplicable global telescope shutdown, has sparked intense debate far beyond typical astronomical circles. Many people are crazy about connecting strange phenomena to extraordinary explanations, and 3I Atlas certainly provides fertile ground. If it's not just a comet or an asteroid, then what could it be? The thing nobody tells you is that when an object consistently defies all known physical laws, you start looking for answers outside the conventional playbook. One leading idea is that 3I Atlas possesses a far more complex structure than a simple chunk of rock and ice. Its unusual composition, hinted at by the green glow, and its highly active state at such distances, suggest a body that's incredibly dynamic. You see, some scientists are beginning to consider it from a dusty plasma perspective. When gases around a comet ionize due to solar radiation, they become plasma. These charged particles can then interact with dust grains, causing them to also become charged. This creates a complex, self-organizing system that, in laboratory settings, can exhibit behaviors reminiscent of biological processes, forming intricate structures, moving in coordinated ways, and even storing information. To put it mildly, this could mean 3I Atlas is a naturally occurring, highly organized bundle of matter, energy, and information that interacts with its environment in ways we are only beginning to comprehend. The most shocking fact is that these plasma dust interactions could explain some of its seemingly purposeful anomalies. This brings us to the more speculative, yet increasingly discussed possibility. What if 3I Atlas isn't just an object, but a manifestation of something akin to a cosmic consciousness, or at least a highly evolved, non-biological intelligence? This isn't about little green aliens in a spaceship. Instead, it's about considering if there are forms of organization and interaction in the universe that transcend our current understanding of life. What if its trajectory, its brightening, its green glow, and especially the synchronized silencing of our telescopes, aren't random, but part of a grander, unknowable purpose? What many overlooked is that the video transcript itself touches upon this, asking if it's scoping out the solar system, or communicating with the overall conscious morphic field of the solar system. While purely speculative, the persistent anomalies push such questions into the realm of serious contemplation. The enigma of 3I Atlas continues to challenge everything we know. Could it be a silent warning or a profound message from the cosmos? What do you think truly happened when the telescopes went dark? Share your theories in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more cosmic mysteries.